tap in and expose all these myths, all these lies that peoples is out here telling, you know, for the sake of disunity, you know, for the sake of just keep our people miserable state. Ain't nothing. We supposed to be out here elevating, and we out here pretending. Pretending and continuing to, be in a deceptive mode. Deceptive and lying, and these are not attributes of a higher consciousness. These are not attributes of a higher consciousness. And so we talking about today, Black Power, that the worst of FBA and Africa is hard to tell apart. It's hard to tell apart, family. Uh, and let me say this before, because I don't focus on the worst of, people. I will expose your ass now, but I don't focus. Some people, that's their whole platform, is the worst of a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I'm looking for the best of our people. Wherever they at. That's what I do. I look for the best. I don't look for the worst. I ain't got time for that shit. Most of us, man, who came up in any of these motherfucking cities already seen the worst. I don't want to hear no more from motherfuckers looking for the worst in a motherfucker. I done seen it. The fuck I want to hear about what another motherfucker doing, and fuck that motherfucker. Water seeps its own level. Water seeps its own level. If you find that, you find so many ignorant niggas always on your trail, and all of that show you your frequency. You're magnetic. You're attracting these type of motherfuckers. But for the most part, our peoples is good people. I do believe that. I believe that, but there's always some bad apples in the bunch. And that got to be exposed too. You know, you can't be swept up under the rug, but at the same time, we have to also acknowledge that there is some goodness in our people. And that's real talk. And some people can't find no goodness. All their whole platform is to find some ignorant shit. You know, find some ignorant shit. And so when I look at the worst and when this is like common sense shit. Now, again, when you go into certain cities, you know what areas not to go in. You know what motherfucking areas not to go into. You know, right here. And it is a whole lot of areas you better not take your ass off into. Yeah, yeah. Let me go and get you on up off here. It's not a problem. Yeah, bingo. Yeah. Black power to all my family out there. That's right. Yeah. And so that Africa is no different than nowhere else. If you go to motherfucking Europe, there's places they tell you don't take your motherfucking ass in them areas. Your ass will get robbed, you might get killed. Wherever fucking continent, Africa's no different. United States, all type of motherfuckers get robbed and killed and every motherfucking day. So, for the most part, Africa is the same way. It's no different. But there's a lot of beautiful areas in Africa that you can go and have a hell of a experience, a hell of an experience. And what it seemed like, there's a lot of people want to stop, our people from seeing some outside the plantation. That's exactly what it is. That's what they call the slave patrol. To go hunt niggas down that's trying to leave the plantation. People only got one life to live. And so people gonna see the world, I can't wait to get back to Egypt. I can't wait to get back to Ethiopia. I can't wait to get back to a whole lot of places. I'm not even paying no attention to you dumbass motherfuckers out there. Real talk, I done already been. And see, like I said, people treated me like a king when I went there. With nothing but respect. I can't play like I'm one of you little niggas. Y'all little niggas, man, and y'all ain't and y'all ran and rave and shit and this, that, and the third. And if you went to Africa and you had a bad time, nigga, shame on you. I didn't have one. I didn't have one, man. I'm gonna just be 1,000 with it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You feel me? I didn't have no bad experience because they already felt the divinity in me. So I was shit. I was revered when I was there. They knew that I had knowledge. Even they was looking for me just like family in the States was looking for me. They knew when I opened up my motherfucking mouth and that wisdom and knowledge started pouring out, they fucked with me. A lot of them thought I was running the damn tour. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. They thought I was running the damn tour. And a lot of people, shit, they was bringing bills to out there. No, you need to take that on over there. I ain't the man you got to bring the bill to. I ain't bullshit. They used to bring the tour bills and thinking I was the man. I said, no, there you go, take it over there. You see what I'm saying? And but that's how you carry yourself, And so a lot of times, and people need to know that. A lot of times, the way that you carry yourself is how motherfuckers respond to you. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no little nigga gonna test no boss. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? It takes a real stunt dummy, to test the boss. And they gonna know if you a boss. You know what I'm or if you a loss. You might be a loss. You might not be a boss. So if you got too many situations where motherfucker, see, and this is what's happening to our peoples out here, man. Y'all gotta understand, a lot of nothing ass niggas is teaming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be 100 with you. That don't mean everybody, but a lot of niggas that didn't get picked during the when we was out here playing basketball and football, and you might didn't have no prom date, and didn't nobody want to go with you, ass nigga type, been left out a lot. A lot of y'all been left out. And so y'all done teamed up, and y'all, this is a team. You ain't even you could just join, and people want to be on a team. They've never been picked for nothing. And so when they get on these, get on a squad, I mean, they go ham. They be bigger cheerleaders than the motherfucker that invented the shit. You know what I'm saying? Be a bigger cheerleader than the people that invented the shit. You know? And so we can't let a lot of, left out, cats and shit, and, lure us into a world of, going back and forth and, alienation and, alienating a whole continent or even the Caribbean. We can't alienate. You have to carry yourself on a level of divinity. You see, when you carry yourself on that level, 99.9% of the time, motherfuckers is gonna respond to that. You feel me? That's just what it is. I'm just gonna be 100. So if you finding that a lot of they don't have respect for you, and you might, it might be that you one of them little niggas, you've had that Ebenezer Scrooge type of lifestyle where it's been like fuck this, fuck that. You don't want to be cause ain't nobody ever picked you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all got to go and see the world, man, and have a vision, man, of prosperity, peace and prosperity. When you take that, energy with you, it go a long way. Real talk, it go a long way. Yes, it's a lot of, it's scam artists all over the motherfucking place. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers sitting up here, and it's crazy, man. We was just watching, where was that? What was we watching? I think me and my wife was watching something where these motherfuckers was putting shit on the like the gas pumps and the fucking card readers in the fucking in the liquor stores, in the grocery stores and shit. Yeah, and putting the card and the motherfucker going and this shit, man. This one guy was going in motherfucking stores all over the fucking city, and man, damn near every other damn store had a goddamn card reader where they could get your number and all that shit. Motherfuckers talking about scams. I say, man, boy, I tell you, these niggas is out of control. But see, thank you, family, for your support. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all love. Yeah, but see, this the shit that we got to know. It's scams. All you just got to be aware. You know, that's what it's all about, being aware. You know, but continue to build, you know, continue to build. Just have a certain level of respect, you know, have a certain code of conduct, have your boundaries with motherfuckers, and when you know a motherfucker step past a boundary, let them know. Most motherfuckers ain't gonna disrespect no boss. You know what I'm saying? When I say boss, man, motherfucker, they could look in their eye and know that they can't try that person. And you ain't got to be no, you ain't got to be no bully or nothing, but and be a boss and still have a certain level of, where, people can, talk to you. You can't be no Ebenezer Scrooge ass nigga. But they see you a respectable individual, and they gonna give you a certain level of respect. If they trying to scam you, they try and that's all you could scam here, scam, nigga. You need to take a time out and get your game plan together. Cause if motherfuckers scamming you, ain't no motherfucker scamming me, dog. I'm not gonna get scammed. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna walk very lightly before I get into any motherfucker situation. That, and ain't no motherfucker gonna scam me. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it is to it. And so, and I've never been disrespected a couple times, but not outwardly disrespected. Yeah, you gonna have motherfuckers. I had a lot of motherfuckers disrespect me right over here in the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? They talk greasy and talk shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't. So you can't be so, thin skinned, that, every little, comment, you know what I'm saying? Shit, so, that's what it is. But when it comes to the worst of FBA and African, it's hard to tell the difference to me. You see what I'm saying? Shit. Most of these cities are nigga, you walking on eggshells when you go in them motherfuckers. And niggas know that shit true. Don't think your ass could go talking about going to Africa. You scared to go to Africa. Nigga, I'm scared to go to damn any city in the United States without a thing on me. You feel what I'm saying? For real. I need a motherfucking thing on me and two things. You see what I'm saying? And a couple extra clips. What the fuck is you niggas talking about? Y'all listen, you know what I'm saying? But that's the shit I'm saying. They act like they talk about Africa like this motherfucker the land of Oz or something. Like this is motherfucking what's that, Teletubbies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking roses and rose petals and shit over here. What is y'all saying? I'm just asking. What the fuck is y'all saying? We ain't tribal. Yes, niggas in the United States is tribal than a motherfucker. Man, please. When I was going to school, niggas bang. If you went to this high school, nigga, we was tribal. We wasn't necessarily, but we was tribal. Nigga, based on what high school we went to. You know what I'm saying? I went to Martin Luther King. It was another school called Kettering. They both started with a K. We used to sneak up on the weekend and spray they motherfucker. They had a big ass K in front of their school. When I talk about a big ass K in front of Kettering, It was, man, it had to be at least 20 feet. We would sneak up there on the weekend and spray paint that motherfucker black and gold. Them motherfuckers would come up to our school, spray paint all, and yeah, we would do all type of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, shit got ugly sometimes too. So yeah, we are tribe. You can't go on this block, man. I'm nigga, believe me. Blocks was beefing, schools was beefing. Man, get the fuck out of here. Niggas in America is tribal. Tribal. Man, y'all lying like a motherfucker, man. What do that make y'all feel good to tell a goddamn lie that could easily be exposed? Yeah, I mean, that's so easy to expose. Sometimes that's why I say y'all got to be the dumbest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I felt freer in, man, every city I went in. Motherfuckers was driving me around. I'm looking around like, nigga, is we heading the right way, nigga? Cause this look ignorant. You know? Like, nigga, I want to see downtown. Other than that, don't take me in no hoods, nigga, cause this shit right here don't look safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I need my thing on me. Hold up, nigga, let me, you know. Shit, that's why, nigga, anytime I fly in anywhere, I had my niggas drive. You know, had them things in the trunk. I'm about some knowledge, but I ain't no damn fool, nigga. I'm on the plane, but my niggas pulling up and they driving with them things in the trunk. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, that's all in love. We ain't never had to do nothing, but that's just for safety. You got to have security, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, family, we out of here, man. It's all in love. Don't let them teach you to hate family across the water. You feel me? Go on over there and see something. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't want to leave the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to leave the liquor store. They don't want to leave the dispensary and shit. That's all that is, man. And when they hear your ass taking off, man, believe me, that's something special. All them niggas in the group, and then you tell them, oh man, I'm on my way to Egypt or something. I'm on my way. Man, listen, they get to feeling some kind of way when you say that shit, nigga. That's like, nigga, a trophy. Them niggas over there them niggas ain't got but a couple dollars. Go get a 40 and a blunt. And when you tell them you on your way to the motherland, they feel some kind of way, nigga. They feel some kind of way. I'll see y'all in a minute. Click that link down there, Patreon. We ain't going nowhere. We coming right black. This is the General. Get over there to kingseti.com. General Seti One Stop on Etsy, man. Get some of that classic material. I'll be black in a minute. Black Pop.